Enhance your path to success and self-betterment with this symbolic amulet. One large gold-plated copper Merkaba pendant with hanging bale for necklace. The bale will accommodate a chain or cord up to about 4 mm diameter.
The pendant measures 35.7 mm x 1.3 mm, about 1.406 across by 0.052 thick.
These are copper pendants with a beautiful gold-plated finish. Merkaba mysticism, or chariot mysticism, is a school of early Jewish mysticism c. 100 BCE with F and C, centered on visions such as those found in the book of Ezekiel chapter 1, or in the Hekkalot palaces literature, concerning stories of ascents to the heavenly palaces and the throne of God. The main corpus of the Merkabah literature was composed in the period 200,700 CE, although later references to the chariot tradition can also be found in the literature of the Chassidai Ashkenaz in the Middle Ages. A major text in this tradition is the Marso Merkabah works of the chariot. Etymology: the noun Merkabah, thing to ride in, cart, is derived from the consonantal root RKB with the general meaning to ride. The word chariot is found 44 times in the Masoretic text of the Hebrew Bible, most of them referring to normal chariots on earth. And although the concept of the Merkabah is associated with Ezekiel's vision 1:426, the word is not explicitly written in Ezekiel 1. However, when left untranslated in English, the Hebrew term Merkabah relates to the throne chariot of God in prophetic visions. It is most closely associated with the vision in Ezekiel chapter 1 of the four-wheeled vehicle driven by 4 Hayot living creatures, each of which has 4 wings and the 4 faces of a man, lion, ox, and eagle or vulture. Ezekiel's vision of the chariot, according to the verses in Ezekiel and its attendant commentaries, his vision consists of a chariot made of many heavenly beings driven by the likeness of a man. The base structure of the chariot is composed of 4 beings. These beings are called the living creatures, Hebrew Hayot or Kayot. The bodies of the creatures are like that of a human being, but each of them has 4 faces, corresponding to the 4 directions the chariot can go: east, south, north, and west. The faces are that of a man, a lion, an ox, later changed to a cherub in Ezekiel 10:14, and an eagle. Since there are 4 angels and each has 4 faces, there are a total of 16 faces. Each of the Hayot angels also has 4 wings. 2 of these wings spread across the length of the chariot and connect with the wings of the angel on the other side. This creates a sort of box of wings that forms the perimeter of the chariot. With the remaining 2 wings, each angel covers his own body, below, but not attached to, the feet of the Hayot angels or other angels that are shaped like wheels. These wheel angels, which are described as a wheel inside of a wheel, are called loveamulet wheels, cycles, or ways. These wheels are not directly under the chariot, but are nearby and along its perimeter. The angel with the face of a man is always on the east side and looks up at the likeness of a man that drives the chariot. The likeness of a man sits on a throne made of sapphire. The Bible later makes mention of a third type of angel found in the Merkabah called seraphim, lit burning angels. These angels appear like flashes of fire, continuously ascending and descending. These seraphim angels power the movement of the chariot. In the hierarchy of these angels, seraphim are the highest, but is closest to God, followed by the Hayot, which are followed by the Ophanim. The chariot is in a constant state of motion, and the energy behind this movement runs according to this hierarchy. The movement of the Ophanim is controlled by the living creatures, or Hayot, while the movement of the Hayot is controlled by the seraphim. The movement of all the angels of the chariot is controlled by the likeness of a man on the throne. Christianity, according to Timo Skola, early Christian theology and discourse, was influenced by the Jewish Merkabah tradition. Similarly, Alan Segal and Daniel Boyram regard Paul the Apostle's accounts of his conversion experience and his ascent to the heavens as the earliest first-person accounts we have of a Merkabah mystic in Jewish or Christian literature. Timothy Churchill has argued that Paul's Damascus Road encounter does not fit the pattern of Merkabah, but this experience is not described in Paul's letters, and Acts does not claim to be a first-person account. In Christianity, the man, lion, ox, and eagle are used as symbols for the 4 evangelists, or gospel writers, and appear frequently in church decorations. These creatures are called so or the tetramorph and surround the throne of God in heaven, along with 24 elders and 7 spirits of God, according to Revelation 4:1-11. Warnings against children or excitable persons reading the Ezekiel story exist in some translations. Star tetrahedron. The star tetrahedron contains 2 tetrahedrons, one within the other, each an exact reflection of the other. Spirit is life, the law of the spirit is radiation, giving selflessness. Matter is resistance, the law of matter is drawing inwards, calling off solidification.